Hello guys, it's Eglow here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to this tutorial. If you're just joining the channel for the very first time, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification button, so that you can be the first person to be notified anytime I post valuable content like this. And if you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. In this video, right, I'm going to take you through my high-end screen retouching. I'm going to take you through my high-end screen retouching. And I'm also going to show you how to make skin smooth and also glowing in Photoshop. You understand? I'm going to show you how to smoothen skin. I'm going to show you how to glow your subject skin in Photoshop. You understand? This is purely a high-end skin retouching. You understand? So if you look at this image now, if you look at this image on the screen now, this is the raw version of the image, right? So you can see this is the raw version and you can see the edited version. This is the edited version. Now if you look at it, you agree with me that there is a huge difference between the raw version of the picture and the edited version. You understand? So I'm going to take you through how I did this editing. You understand? So without any further ado, let's get into it. So we are moving straight to Photoshop now because I really don't want to take much of your time in this video, right? So I'll just go straight to the point and do whatever I need to do. You understand, right? So now this is the image in Photoshop. Now the raw state of the image. You understand? Let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see that the details are there and everything. So let me show you the graded version. You understand? So this is the graded version of the image and this is the raw version. Can you see the huge difference? This is just the first step. You understand? Okay, let me put it forward to you that I've color graded the image. You understand? So, and I've done series of videos on how to color grade your images, right, in Photoshop, in Camera Raw, in Capture One. So I'll drop the link of those videos in this video. I'll attach the link to this video so that you can check them out, and trust me, you will love it and you'll be glad you did. So make sure you check those videos out and see how I color grade my images, right? So I've color graded this image. You understand? That's the first thing I did. You understand? So then after that, you can see that every part of the skin, every part of the image now is now well pronounced. Guys, you can see. Now if you look at it before, let me show you something, right? Take a good look at the image. If you look at it before, aside that the before was looking flat, it is just there. You understand? It's just there. It looks like the picture is not that clear or something, that the details are are not too well pronounced. You understand? But look at it after the grading, the details are popped out, the skin tone and everything, even the hair. You understand? So this is one great thing I love about this particular color grading preset or lot. I actually created it myself. So let me know in the comment section if you want it and you want to get it, and trust me, I'm going to make it available for you, right? So I'm just going to merge the layer. Merge the layer, just like I said. The first thing, right, the first thing is to color grade the image, and I've done that. You understand? So I really don't want this video to be that long. That is why I did that off the screen. You understand? So just like I said, I'll drop the link or the links of my color grading videos to, I'll attach it to this video so that you can check them out and see how I color grade my images. So now when you drag your image as a retoucher, right, so because this is purely for beginners, for those who are finding difficult to retouch their images. You understand? So that is exactly what this channel is dedicated for. You understand? So when you drag an image to Photoshop for editing like this, the moment you get to Photoshop, you don't just start and just go ahead and start retouching the image. You understand? No, there are other things you need to do. There are other things you need to look out for. There are other things you need to check. Let retouching or skin smoothing be the final thing you do to that image. You understand? So if you look at it now as a way of paying attention to details, look at her hair. You understand? This piece of hairs that are flying, right? So we need to get rid of them first. You understand? We need to get rid of them. Then in a situation where the background is okay, but there are situations where the background of the image is not really looking good, so you need to also attend to it first. So you just look at the image generally and look at what is not properly in place and just put everything in place before you finally go into your editing, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. All right, so if you look at this image now, just like I said, so the first thing I'm going to get rid of is some of these hairs. I'm going to trim the hair, right? And to do that, I think I'm likely going to use like 3 tools. I'm going to use clone stamp, healing brush tool, and remove tool, right? But let me start with clone stamp first. I'm going to start with clone stamp first. So you come here and pick your clone stamp. Yeah, so just resize the brush to your to the very best. Yeah, that will be okay for you, right? It depends on how you zoom the picture. Press Alt from the keyboard, then pick from here, and get rid of it. You understand? Just take your time and do it gently. So and make sure you do a clean job. You understand? So don't rush. I always emphasize that in my videos, right? Whenever you are doing anything, whether applying any effect or you are retouching, right? So always take your time and do a clean job. So don't rush. You understand? So just take your time and do a clean job. All right? It's not even about, it's not just these ones outside, right? It's not just these edges alone. Even some of the the piece of hair that falls on the skin. So we are still going to get rid of them, right? But we're just doing it one after the other. You understand? You can see some of the hairs on our skin, right? Even the chest, if you can see some of the hairs on our skin. So we are definitely going to get rid of those hairs, you understand, from our skin. So this particular tool I'm using now is clone stamp, you understand. So but when it is time for me to get rid of the ones on her skin, like on her body, right? So clone stamp may not be the best for me to use, you understand. Can you see? You can see, right? You can see. So now I'm going to pick my patch tool to get rid of some of these distorted background, right? You can see it's a step by step thing, so it's not something you rush. So just take your time and do a clean job, you understand? So most times you need to zoom in your picture very well, you understand, so that you can see some of this thing. Because if you're actually editing from afar, right, it's you may find it difficult to see some of these things. So it is very important that in your quest to pay attention to details, you zoom in your picture very well, you understand? So pick my clone stamp again. Yeah. So take your time and do a clean job. Don't worry, by the time we are done, right, you're going to see the beauty to add to this image, right? Because you need to get rid of these flying hairs. Why? Because they are they are distractions, you understand? They are distractions. So these are some of the distractions you need to get rid of when editing, right? Yeah, good. Yeah, guys, if you're here to subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and do so. And trust me, I will not take that for granted. And for my returning subscribers, you guys are so amazing. You guys are my MVPs. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the comments. Thanks for always showing up to support this channel. I am not taking that for granted. Right. So I'll just pick my part 2 now to get rid of some of this distorted background. Right. So if you're a retoucher, you're watching this video, right? So share with us your knowledge in the comment section so that we can also learn from you. Share with us your experience. You understand how you used to go about your own. One sweet thing about Photoshop is that just one thing, right? You can do it in 100 ways. You understand? So I've discovered about Photoshop. You understand, guys? This is crazy. This is sweet. Okay, I'm just trying to save the image, right? Now we are done with the flying hairs outside now. Okay, it's remaining this part and this part. So pick my clone stamp again. These are little things that will make your work stand out. You understand? So paying attention to details is very, very important. You understand? So it's not even something you can do without. So yeah. So pick my part 2 again. Also smoothing this area, right? So get rid of this stuff. You can see how I'm doing it. And there's a certain part of this video you are not like really understand as you're watching it, right? So feel free to drop that in the comment section. Trust me, just draw my attention to it, and trust me, I'm going to do justice to that. I'm going to explain to you in details, right? So good, good. We are good now for the hair outside. So we are moving straight to the hair on the body now, on the skin, right? In like some of these ones, you understand. So I'm going to pick my healing brush tool. You can see healing brush tool. Pick my healing brush tool. So basically, you just use it to trace it. Just use it to trace the hair. These things does magic. Because all these tools, they does magic. You can see. Just use it to trace the hair, and before you know, it will pick it out. You can see. So you just do it gently till you are done or you are satisfied with everything, right? I just want to keep it very short for you guys, you understand, and still deliver the value that I want to deliver in this video, you understand. So you can see, yeah. So it is mixer brush during retouching. It is mixer brush that will finish the rest of the work, right? You can see the hand here. You can see the hand here, hand here. Right, so let me just zoom in on for the forehead. Okay, this one. Yeah, good. These ones, get rid of them. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Amazing. So even the hairline, yeah, the edges. And this obvious, yeah, so we need to get rid of it because it is distracting. Yeah. This is what retouching generally is all about, and this is the list of what retouchers go through, you understand, to bring out those crispy images you see online on social media, you understand. So most times it is not as easy as you think it is. You understand? So this is good. This is good. Yeah, good. Okay, okay. Sorry. Let me to this side. Yeah, this is good. Yeah. So let me. I want to use clone stamp for this. Just pick my clone stamp. Then yeah, select it like this and just fill. Right click, come to fill and fill. Let it be on content aware. Yeah, fill. Yeah, good. Sometimes you can just drag if you don't want to fill. You can see it's all the same. Just like I said, that one thing you can do it in 100 ways in Photoshop. That's one good thing I love about Photoshop. So you just be flexible with the tools and feel free to experiment. You understand? So of course you know that in act every mistake is a design. So there's no harm in trying. You just always try, explore with the tools and see the magics that they can do. You understand? Taking our time to get rid of some of those things. You understand? So this is it. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, good. So another thing I need to do now, you can see this gap here. I need to fill up this gap, right? I need to fill up that gap. But let me pick this first. Fill. Yes, fill. So to fill up that gap, I'm just going to select this part. Select this part, right? So I just fill. Let me fill and see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'll use another method. I have 101 ways of doing one thing. You understand? So it works specially. So I'm just going to drag it down. I'm going to drag it down to this place. Perfect. Guys, you can see the magic. You can see the magic, right? So yeah, so the hair is now looking fuller as it's supposed to be. You understand? So these are some of the things that you need, that you do to your images, that will make your image or images come out very, very nice. You understand? Because as a retoucher, what you are doing, or as an editor, what you are doing to an image or images, you are enhancing the image, you are correcting. You understand? So retouching basically, or editing generally, is basically correcting and enhancing. You understand? So guys, I think we are good now. Yeah, to some extent we are good now. You can see this is perfect. So let me show you where we moved from. We moved from here. We moved from here, right? We moved from here to here. To here. You can see this is crazy. You understand? So we're just gonna go ahead now and start the retouching proper. All right. So guys, if you're here to subscribe to this channel, please just go ahead and do so. Subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on the notification button so that you can be notified anytime I post valuable content like this. All right, so let's get into it. So now that we are done taking out the unnecessary distractions, so we just go ahead and edit the image and retouch it. Right, like I said, I'm not just going to show you how to retouch the image or how to high-end retouch the image. You understand? I'm going to show you how to glow the skin. You understand how to glow the skin of the image in Photoshop. So let's get into it. So I'll just come here and click on my action, 16-bit action. Yeah, so from this radius, right, let me explain something here. It's very simple. You need to understand this part because it's actually a complex part in retouching. You understand? So the lower the number, the softer the skin. Let me take that again. The lower the number, the softer the skin. The higher the number, the harder the skin. You understand? Not, I'm not saying that if you choose a higher number, you're not going to have a good edit. Of course, you're going to have a good edit. But if you choose a higher number, let's assume I choose 6, 7, 8, or 10 for this image now. The image, the skin texture is going to look a bit hard, right? Even it's not going to look very soft. You understand? So, but it depends on what you want. As an editor, as a retoucher, it depends on what you want for your image. You understand? So, for this particular one, I want a very soft skin for this edit. So, I'll be choosing a lower number, lower digit like 3. So, I'll be choosing 3. Yeah, this is it. Good. All right. That's my workspace. So, pick my mixer brush from here. All right. And we are good to go. So, stay tuned and go nowhere. Okay, let me also explain something before I finally dive into the editing proper. Right, if you look at the skin now, if you look at the face now, you see that it's looking like we have different types of colors on the face. You understand? You can see this. They are not actually colors. This is just the different types of skin tone that we have on human body, right? And this is usually done by lightning. You understand? The way light falls on the skin is usually bring out these categories of different skin parts or colors, right? The human skin tone is divided into like 3 or architectural design. That's how I usually describe it, right? It's divided into 3. We have shadow, we have highlight, and we have mix tone. You understand? It's very simple. The shadow is the darker part of the skin. You understand? Look at this part now. If you look at this part now, this is a shadow area. You understand? So why the highlight has to do with the brightest part of the skin. This is highlight now. This is highlight. This is highlight, right? So this is highlight generally, right? Why the mix tone is in between the shadow and highlight. That is, mix tone is neither bright nor dark. You understand? So shadow is the darker part, highlight is the brightest part. Why the mix tone is in between. Mix tone is neither dark nor bright, like spaces like this, something like this. So these are the different categories of skin texture, skin tone of every image of every human. You understand? So now what you'll be doing as a retoucher, as an editor, is your ability to blend all these categories together. You understand? That's what retouching, editing generally is all about. You understand? So your ability to blend them together is what retouching generally is all about. It's as simple as that. So I just say I should take my time and explain this better before we dive into the editing proper. You understand? Yeah, I think we can proceed now. So I'll just start from here. Let me also show you my brush settings. Okay, if you look at the weight now, the weight is 16, load is 15, mix is 18, flow is 18. If you watch my previous videos, you agree with me that this is a different settings, right? Different from what I used before. I am doing this because, just like I explained before in my previous videos, right? Like you don't just watch, you don't just watch tutorials. You need to observe in your quest to put into practice what you watch or what you are watching, right? You need to on your own pay attention to what works for you. You understand? So I am doing this, right? I am doing this in order to show you that you can actually use any digit to actually retouch your image. You understand? Or images. You just need to pay attention to what works for you. The difference is, so if the number is high, you're going to be very soft with your Wacom pen. If the figures are low, you're going to be very hard with your Wacom pen or mouse. You understand? Because when the numbers are low, when the figures are low, like from wet to flow, when they are low, of course, the mixer brush, right? The mixer brush we are using is going to be a little bit slow. You understand? Of course, these are the digits that controls the fastness and the slowness of the mixer brush. So it means that when the figures are low, you want to really have full control of the mixer brush, right? So you're going to be very hard with your Wacom pen or with your mouse. So if the figures are high, you also maybe probably want to be very fast with the edit. We are going to be very soft, so that you need to be very soft so that you not drag one part to the other, like drag midtone to shadow or shadow to highlight. You understand? So that's very, very important. Please take note. You have been following me on this channel. You agree with me that I usually take my time to explain things in details, just like the way I pay attention to details in my edit. You just take your time, don't rush. Take your time and do a clean job. You understand? So if you miss the color grading part, right, once I'm done editing the image, right, retouching the image, I'm still going to play with color balance, you understand, to blend everything together. So it is very important that you watch this video from beginning to the end so that you not miss out, right? So you just wait and see how I'll blend the midtone, highlight, and shadow together using color balance. It's very important, and trust me, it's going to help you. Save. Yeah. You have to be very flexible with your mixer brush. Know when to reduce and know when to increase. You understand? Very flexible with your mixer brush, right? So wherever you see highlight, right, don't kill the highlights. Your goal is to bring out the highlight. Like, make sure that the light that falls there is well pronounced. You understand? So don't drag one part to the other. Don't drag highlight to shadow. Don't drag midtone to highlight. You understand? So take your time and, you know, time and blend everything together. You understand? show you the before and after of what we've done so far. This is before, this is after, before, after. Understand? Just like I said, this is high-end skin retouching. This is high-end retouching. So high-end retouching, you need to like take your time. You understand? And edit every part of the skin, like retouch every part of the skin and bring out the best. You understand? So you don't need to rush at all. High-end retouching or beauty retouch, so it's different from normal edit. You understand? You can see. So take your time, don't rush. You can see. You can see. So this is high-end retouching, right? You need to take your time and bring out the best of the skin. The best way to edit and get the best of the skin tone is to edit every part separate or one after the other. You understand? So don't jump from one place to another, from one place to another. No. Take your time and edit each part separately. You understand? Let me show you before and after. This is before, after, after, before, after. You can see. You can see that even despite our progress so far, right, that each skin tone is still maintaining their parts. You understand? The highlights. I did not drag anyone to the other. I did not drag any part to the other. No dragging highlight to shadow, shadow to me to no. You understand? So what you are what you should do as a retoucher is to blend them together. It's not to drag. You understand? I really don't know how to explain this better, right? So there's difference between dragging and blending. You understand? Uh-huh. See, you can see this. You can see the skin texture. Let me zoom in. You can see. You can see. Wow, this is sweet. Let me show you the before and after. This is before. This is after. This is before. This is after. You can see. Before, after. This is good. So we need to get rid of this eye bag. This is what high-end retouching or high-end skin retouching is all about. You can see that since we are still on this part, we'll not even move to the forehead, right? So This is what high-end skill retouching is all about. This is sweet. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. This is before, after, before, after, before, after. So now we can move to the forehead now. Start from here. It's a gradual process. You don't need to rush. Take your time. I really don't want to fast forward the edit, you understand? So I want you to follow it step by step and see how I actually edit my images, retouch my images from scratch, from start to finish. You understand? So I've watched countless of videos where, you know, once some retoucher starts retouching lights, before you know, they'll just fast forward it and just bring you the result. You understand? But I actually don't want to do that. I actually don't want to do that, right? So I want you to see how I actually achieve this result. Let it not look as if it is a manufactured or it's an imported result. You understand? You can see that I'm also brushing the hair. Not the hair is not, even the hair is not left out. You understand? can see. See, let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see it very well. You can see this is before, after, this is before, this is before, after, before, after. You can see it very well. Anytime you hear high-end retouching or high-end skin retouching, this video should remind you of what high-end skin retouching is all about. You understand? This is what high-end skin retouching is all about. So guys, let me show you the before and after. You can see, I think basically we are done with the screen work. Right, this is before, this is after. Like, this is crazy, guys. Okay, let me zoom into this side so you can see very well. This is before, this is after, before, after. This is amazing. So we just go ahead and pick some of these blemishes. Nothing serious, nothing much. We just pick one or two blemishes, right? High frequency. Then clone stamp. Clone stamp is my favorite. Is my favorite tool in picking blemishes. So, like, literally, there's nothing to pick if we look at it very well. All right. So. So I'm just going to leave this car here, yeah, to make the work look natural as it ought to be. Right, so I'm not going to touch this. So there are some scars that you just have to leave it like that. It's not necessarily mean that that because they are, or that because you want to pick blemishes you just have to pick everything. No, some scars that are natural, right? They are not wounds, so you just have to leave them as natural as they are. Pick some of this. Just like I said, nothing serious to pick. Yeah, so let me show you the before here. This is before. This is crazy. This is after. This is before. This is after. You can see, guys. You can see that despite the awesome work, awesome skin work, the skin texture and everything is still there. You understand? This is what high-end skill retouching is all about. Alright, so let me show you the before and after. Before, after. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, this is better now. Show you before and after. This is before, after, before, after. You can see how soft, smooth the skin is. You understand? You can see how soft and smooth the skin is. So just go ahead and work on the eyes and the teeth. Right, come to adjustment, click on white and black, click on white and black, then drag the reds and yellows to the extreme end. Once you drag them like this, command I from the keyboard to hide it. Right, to hide, and then pick your brush. This time around it's not mixer brush but brush 2. Just change the opacity to like let's say 40/40 with the opacity and flow. Yeah, 40/40. Make sure your foreground is on white, so just go ahead and whiten the eyes. Yeah, if you feel like it is too much, you can reduce the opacity when you are done, right, which I'm still going to do if at the end of everything I feel like it is too much for me. You understand? So let's zoom out a little bit. See, so this is before, after, before, after. So I'm just going to reduce the opacity to like, let's say 80. Yeah, 80. This is fine. This is fine. Before, after, before, after. So the effect is very minimal. So the next thing now, just like I said, I'm going to show you how to make the skin glow, right? So we're going to use color balance to balance the color and everything, the mix tone, highlight and shadow all together, right? So now come to adjustment layer, look for color balance and click on color balance. So it's on mix tone already, right? So we're going to start with mix tone now. We just drag the cyan to like let's say 6. This is okay, this is looking good. Then yellow, -2. Yeah, it's fine. You can see cyan 6, yellow -2. Come here and change it to shadow. So you can shadow now. Let's add a little bit of cyan, let's say 4. Yeah, 4 is okay. Then I'm going to leave yellow light. I'm not going to touch yellow. Then come to highlight. I'm also going to increase the cyan. You can see the increase, you can see the reduction, you can see the increase, you can see the reduction. You understand? So for the highlight, and I'm just going to add a little bit of cyan, let's say 3, let's say 5. Yeah, this is good. Let me show you the before and after. This is before, after, before, after. You can see the huge difference. You understand? This is me balancing the 3 aspect of the skin tone: shadow, mix tone and highlight. You understand? Using color balance, right? So the last thing we are going to do now is to use level adjustment to make the picture pop. You understand? So come to adjustment, click on levels, right? So let's zoom in a little bit so that you can see it very well. So this is fine. So here I'm just going to add, let's say 4. Yeah, this is fine. Then here I can add, let's say 240. Yeah, this is sweet. This is sweet. Let me show you before. This is before, after, before, after. Now you can see the skin is glowing. Look at the lips. Look at the lips. Let me show you. You can see this is before, after, before, after, before, after. Guys, you can see. You can see. So this is crazy. This is crazy. This is high-end screen retouching. When you hear high-end screen retouching, this is what high-end screen retouching looks like, and this is what high-end screen retouching is all about. This is the process and everything about high-end screen retouching. You understand? So this is high-end screen retouching from start to finish. This is how to smoothen your images in Photoshop. This is how to make your photos or images glow in Photoshop. You understand? So guys, you can see. So let me show you where we moved from. We moved from here. Guys. This is crazy. I can't even believe this. What? We moved from here to here. Whoa. This is crazy. Wow, 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 wow. This is crazy. So guys, this is high-end screen retouching in Photoshop. This is how to smoothen your images in Photoshop, and this is how to make your image looks pop. This is how to make your image glow. You understand? This is how to make the skin glow in Photoshop. So guys, we've come to the end of this tutorial. If you learned anything from this video, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Do it to subscribe and turn on the notification button so that you can be notified anytime I post valuable content like this, right? And also let me know in the comment section how you feel about the video. If you have any observation, feel free to drop in the comment section, and trust me, I am going to pay attention to that. Or maybe you have anything you want me to talk about in my next video, don't hesitate to drop that in the comment section. I'm going to do justice to that as soon as possible. If there's anything about retouching, about photography generally, like want me to talk about in my next, feel free to drop that in the comment section, and I'm going to attend to that as soon as possible. Just like I said, I'll drop the link of some of my videos, some of the tutorials I've done about color grading, skin retouching, skin work, right? I'm going to attach it to this video so that you can check them out and see how I color grade my images. So guys, see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you.